The theory that dinosaurs helped build the pyramids might sound like something straight out of a science fiction novel, but it has surprisingly gained some traction in fringe conspiracy circles. This theory suggests that humans and dinosaurs coexisted, and that these prehistoric creatures were used to aid in the construction of ancient monuments like the Egyptian pyramids. The idea challenges established timelines in both paleontology and archaeology, which state that dinosaurs went extinct around 65 million years before humans appeared. The roots of this theory are difficult to trace, but it seems to have emerged from a mix of alternative history interpretations, misinterpretations of archaeological findings, and a desire to merge popular elements of ancient history and paleontology. Some proponents of the theory argue that evidence of dinosaur-human coexistence can be found in ancient texts, artwork, and architecture. They claim that these sources depict not only the presence of dinosaurs, but their use as working animals in the construction of massive structures like the pyramids of Giza. The theory gained additional attention through various pseudo-archaeological documentaries and books that speculate on the existence of advanced prehistoric civilizations capable of taming dinosaurs. These works often cite ambiguous carvings and artifacts, such as the alleged Stegosaurus carving at the Ta Prohm Temple in Cambodia, as proof that ancient humans were familiar with dinosaurs. The idea is further fueled by a fascination with dinosaurs and the enduring mystery of how the pyramids were constructed. Welcome to Conspiracy Fox, the channel where we dig into the wildest and most out-there conspiracy theories. Today, we're exploring the mind-bending idea that dinosaurs helped build the pyramids. Is there any truth to this prehistoric construction crew theory, or is it just a Jurassic joke? Before we dive in, remember that this video is for entertainment and informational purposes only. We're here to investigate and evaluate these theories, not to promote misinformation. If you're enjoying these deep dives into the weird and wonderful, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell for more from Conspiracy Fox. The core of this theory asserts that humans and dinosaurs coexisted and that the ancient Egyptians, among other civilizations, utilized these massive creatures as labor in their monumental building projects. According to proponents, dinosaurs provided the necessary muscle power to transport the enormous stone blocks used to construct the pyramids. They argue that traditional explanations, which involve thousands of laborers using ramps and sleds, do not adequately explain the efficiency and speed required to build such colossal structures. Supporters often point to depictions in ancient art and mythology as evidence. They argue that creatures described as dragons or other large reptiles in various ancient cultures were actually dinosaurs. Some claim that the pyramids themselves contain hidden hieroglyphs and carvings depicting dinosaur-like creatures, though mainstream archaeologists dispute these interpretations. The idea is that these carvings represent either the Egyptians' direct experience with dinosaurs or their knowledge of a lost civilization that had tamed these creatures. One of the more popular pieces of evidence cited by proponents is the aforementioned Stegosaurus carving at the Ta Prohm Temple in Cambodia. This image is often presented as proof that ancient peoples had contact with, or knowledge of, dinosaurs. Additionally, some theorists claim that certain biblical passages, such as those describing the Leviathan or Behemoth, are actually references to dinosaurs. The theory also sometimes intersects with other fringe ideas, such as the notion that ancient aliens were involved in the construction of the pyramids. In this scenario, aliens either brought dinosaurs to Earth or genetically engineered them to serve as labor for human civilizations. This idea builds on the notion that early humans would have needed external help, either from advanced beings or from creatures of immense strength, to build such enormous and precise structures. Critics of the theory, however, point out numerous flaws in the argument. First and foremost is the well-established scientific consensus that dinosaurs went extinct approximately 65 million years before humans appeared. There is no credible evidence from the fossil record or archaeological findings to support the notion that humans and dinosaurs ever coexisted. Additionally, no reputable historian or archaeologist has found any depictions of dinosaurs in Egyptian or other ancient art that cannot be explained as mythical or symbolic creatures. Analysis of the theory. So does the idea that dinosaurs helped build the pyramids have any foundation in reality, or is it just another fantasy for the conspiracy archives? Let's break down the arguments for and against this prehistoric construction crew theory. Supporting arguments: ancient art and mythology. Proponents of the theory often cite ancient depictions and myths that they interpret as evidence of dinosaur-human coexistence. For example, some point to the Stegosaurus carving at the Ta Prohm Temple in Cambodia, or depictions of dragon-like creatures in various ancient cultures. They argue that these are visual records of actual dinosaurs, or that they were based on fossils or bones found by ancient people. However, most scholars believe these depictions are either symbolic, stylized representations of known animals, or simply mythical creatures. Biblical and historical texts. Some supporters reference descriptions in ancient texts, such as the Bible, that mention large, powerful creatures like the Leviathan and Behemoth. They claim these are references to dinosaurs. While the descriptions in these texts do bear some superficial similarities to what we now know about certain dinosaur species, they are far more likely to be metaphors or representations of the power of nature rather than literal accounts of dinosaurs. Alternative history and lost civilizations. The theory often ties into broader narratives about lost civilizations and advanced prehistoric societies. Proponents argue that mainstream archaeology and history overlook or suppress evidence of these civilizations and their interactions with dinosaurs. This argument relies heavily on speculation and a distrust of established scientific and historical methods, often suggesting that a vast conspiracy exists to hide the truth. Counter-arguments. Scientific consensus on extinction. The most significant flaw in this theory is the well-established fact that dinosaurs went extinct around 65 million years ago, while modern humans did not appear until approximately 300,000 years ago. There is no overlap in the fossil record that suggests any possibility of humans and dinosaurs coexisting. This alone undermines the entire premise of the theory. No archaeological evidence. Despite claims to the contrary, there is no credible archaeological evidence that ancient Egyptians or any other civilizations had contact with dinosaurs. The alleged depictions of dinosaurs in ancient art are either misinterpretations or forgeries. Mainstream archaeologists have found no artifacts, fossils, or records that support the existence of dinosaurs in human history. Feasibility of using dinosaurs for construction. Even if humans and dinosaurs had coexisted, the practical challenges of using such massive, wild creatures for construction would have been insurmountable. Dinosaurs were not domesticated animals, and their unpredictable behavior, combined with their immense size and strength, would have made them extremely difficult, if not impossible, to control and use for labor. Misinterpretation of ancient texts. References to large, mythical creatures in ancient texts and folklore are common across many cultures, but they are almost universally symbolic rather than literal. The Leviathan, Behemoth, and similar creatures are typically understood as metaphors for the power and unpredictability of nature or the divine, not as descriptions of real animals. Pseudoscientific sources and misinformation. Many of the claims supporting this theory originate from pseudoscientific sources and fringe publications that do not adhere to rigorous standards of evidence. These sources often misinterpret or distort legitimate archaeological findings to fit their narrative. The lack of peer-reviewed research supporting these ideas further diminishes their credibility. Probability rating. Chances of the theory being real, 1%. Chances of the theory being fake, 99%. In summary, the idea that dinosaurs helped build the pyramids is a fascinating but entirely unfounded theory. While it captures the imagination, there is no credible scientific or historical evidence to support it. The vast temporal gap between the extinction of dinosaurs and the rise of human civilizations makes this theory virtually impossible. If you've got your own thoughts on this Jurassic conspiracy, or want to share some mind-boggling evidence, let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Conspiracy Fox for more deep dives into the world's most bizarre theories. Until next time, stay curious and keep questioning.